Welcome and thank you for choosing LinkWerks, flooring solutions from Earthworks. This video is designed to give you a very good overview of how to properly prepare your subfloor and how to install LinkWerks plank and tile for best results, low maintenance, and lasting beauty. Before you begin, make sure that you have all of the tools and supplies you'll need for installation. Please refer to the installation instructions on our website for a complete list. Step 1. Acclimation. LinkWerks should be installed in indoor climate-controlled locations between 65 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 to 29 degrees Celsius. You should never install LinkWerks outdoors. Your LinkWerks flooring should be acclimated in the climate-controlled location for 48 hours before starting the installation. Be sure your subfloor is thoroughly dry. LinkWerks should only be installed after the job site has been cleaned and cleared of debris that could potentially damage a finished plank installation, and be sure to protect the finished floor from intense direct sunlight. Step 2. Patch irregularities in the subfloor. Although LinkWerks is designed to be a floating floor installation, proper preparation of the subfloor is still a major part of a successful installation. Roughness or unevenness of the subfloor may telegraph through the new floor, resulting in an unsightly surface or could cause LinkWerks to disengage. All subfloor should be smooth and flat, with a tolerance not exceeding 1/8 of an inch in any 6-foot span. You'll need to fill in holes, grooves, and other depressions with a Portland cement-based patch and feather it even with the surrounding surface. LinkWerks can be installed over most existing hard surface floor coverings, provided the existing floor surface is smooth or can be made smooth. Ceramic tile should be made smooth by applying a Portland cement-based overlay such as patching or a leveling compound to smooth out the grout joints. Existing resilient floors may require an embossing leveler to smooth the surface. Heavily cushioned vinyl flooring or vinyl flooring consisting of multiple layers are not a suitable subfloor for installation. Step 3. Undercut door jambs. LinkWerks is designed to be a floating floor. All door jambs should be undercut, and cabinets cannot be installed on top of LinkWerks. Wall moldings and transition strips should be installed at any exposed plank edges, but should not be fastened through the new floor. Step 4. Installing your LinkWerks flooring. First, determine how you want the flooring to run. Typically for plank products, the flooring runs the length of the room. To avoid narrow plank widths or short plank lengths near the walls or doors, it is important to do some pre-planning. Using the width of the room, calculate how many full planks will fit into the area and how much space remains that will need to be covered by partial planks. Divide the remaining space by 2 to calculate the width of the partial planks. Do the same for the length. As a result of your measurements, if the first row of planks does not need to be trimmed in width, it will be necessary to cut off the unsupported tongue so that a clean, solid edge is toward the wall. 5/16 expansion gaps should be kept from the wall during the installation. This will allow space for the natural expansion and contraction of the floor. The planks should be installed from left to right. From the top left corner of the room, put the first plank in place so that both the short and long side seam grooves are exposed. Install the second plank in the first row by angling the short side tongue into the short side groove of the first plank. Continue installing additional planks and spacers along the first row using the same angling method. To start the second row, cut a plank that is at least 6 inches shorter than the first plank in the first row. You may use the leftover from the last plank of the first row. The planks can easily be cut using a straight edge and a utility knife. Just score the top of the plank and snap the plank in two. Then install this first plank by inserting the long side tongue into the groove of the plank of the first row. Install the second plank in the second row by inserting the short side tongue into the previously installed first plank short side groove. Align the plank so the long side tongue tip is positioned just over the grooved lip of the plank in the first row. Using gentle force and at a low 20 to 30 degree angle, push the long side tongue into the groove of the adjoining plank by sliding along the short side seam. You may need to lift the plank to the left of it slightly to allow for the sliding action. You'll install the remaining planks in the room using the same technique, either pushing or pulling. Make sure the required 5/16" expansion space is maintained against all fixed vertical surfaces such as walls, doors, and cabinets. If you notice a slight gap in a previous row, engage a piece of scrap on the outside row and use a tapping block to gently tighten. The final step is to thoroughly clean the installed floor with LinkWerks Floor Cleaner and bring out the beauty of your new flooring. In caring for your new LinkWerks floor, clean up spills immediately and lightly wash the floor regularly with warm water or LinkWerks Floor Cleaner. Do not use soap-based detergents or abrasive cleaners. To avoid damaging your beautiful new floor, do not slide heavy objects over it, and use proper floor protectors under furniture and appliances. In the unlikely event that a LinkWerks plank or tile is damaged, the simplest method is to disconnect the floor carefully, protecting the tongue and groove edges, until the damaged piece can be removed. Then replace the damaged piece with a new one and reassemble. This typically works for damage that is closest to the two long walls of a room. For damaged pieces that are not close to the perimeter, you may have to remove the damaged piece and insert a new one without the short and long end grooves. Using a sharp utility knife and a straight edge, cut out the center of the damaged piece. Leave approximately a 1-inch strip attached to the adjacent pieces. Carefully cut back from the four corners to the inside edges in the space left by the cutout portion. Remove the edges carefully from the adjacent flooring, making sure the tongues and grooves of the adjacent pieces are not damaged. Using a utility knife, remove the tongue strip on both the long and short ends of the replacement piece. In addition, remove the groove strip of the short end of the replacement piece. Place double-sided carpet tape, partially under the existing floor, along the three sides of the adjacent flooring where the tongues and grooves have been removed. Only the top side release paper of the tape should be removed. The bottom side release paper should not be adhered to the subfloor. Position the replacement piece by engaging the groove of the long side into the tongue of the adjoining floor and pushing down on the other three sides. The tape will hold the replacement piece in place with the adjacent floor. And finally, use a hand roller to further secure the tape. These instructions are general guidelines for the proper procedures for installing and maintaining LinkWerks. For detailed instructions on installation and maintenance, please visit our website at earthworks.com or call LinkWerks Technical Service at 1-800-275-7943. Then choose option 2. Thank you again for choosing and installing LinkWerks, flooring solutions from Earthworks.